This place we call home, it's a recycled crime scene. Whatever was here before us, whoever we were, got wiped out. Over and over again. Same event, same cleanup. Just enough survivors left to start the script all over, with no memory of the last one. And we're standing on top of it like nothing happened. Whole cities buried, flooded, roads underwater, buildings under sand. Nobody told us. Nobody had to. We were born into the cover-up. You're looking at a reset the world never admitted to. You don't see any of this growing up. Nobody mentioned flooded streets and buried towns. You're just told it's nature, just the way things are. But when you actually look, like really look, you notice the shapes, the roads underwater, the foundations under mud, grids that don't line up with the story we were given. Nobody erased it, they just covered it, changed the label, and kept moving. And it works, because we only live one lifetime before they wipe our memory clean. We never get old enough to see the pattern. We just inherit the aftermath and call it the beginning. Notice what's under the surface. All of the angles and grids. It's geometry. Like a city that was turned off instead of destroyed. Next, the terrain changes. Dry land instead of water. But the pattern is the same. Rows of stone, stacks of broken pieces spread like parts on a board. Capacitors and resistors, shapes you'd expect inside a machine, scaled up and left in the open. They call it a mining field, but nothing's been taken from it. It's already been emptied, drained of what it held. What's left is a layout without the current, a system that used to run until someone disconnected it. Everything's still in place, but just turned off. No water, no machines, just a town, or what used to be one. You can still see the streets, the way the roads curve through it. Like it was meant for families, for life, for movement. But there's nothing there now. No buildings, no signs of destruction, no trace of who lived there. Just the imprint. Like someone pulled the structures out and left the frame behind. A whole town. Present one cycle, then gone the next. No fire, no storm, no debris. Just silence. A full removal with no explanation. And the ground changes again. Spirals carved into the earth. Repeated patterns, like something was marking the land, leaving symbols behind. Coordinates or instructions. Then you notice the tracks, racing loops in the middle of nowhere. Smooth curves laid across empty terrain. No audience, there's no buildings, no reason to exist. And they're not for sport, they're structures. Shortcuts in a larger design. Somebody built these as part of the same system, then left them for us to forget. Circuit board layouts, repeating shapes, identical forms. Thousands of miles apart. One in a crowded city in Peru, carved right into the landscape. A perfect keyhole-shaped resistor. And then you go to New Jersey, and you see the same shape, the same layout, sitting right at the base of the statue of Liberty. These aren't coincidences, they're signatures. Then you go to the Jersey Shore. Not the beaches they show you, the buried part. Blocks of streets underwater. Whole neighborhoods covered in swamp and sediment. You can still see the layout. The roads and the grids, the bones of a city. There used to be life here, a community, but nothing and no one remains. Whatever lived here was erased, was flooded, turned into wetlands and written off as natural. And hidden in the middle of it, markings carved into the land itself. Symbols no one ever taught us. Some of it looks like writing. Some of it looks like something older than language, similar to the shapes you see in Egypt, only half buried under water and mud. None of this was supposed to be found. None of it was supposed to make it through the rewrite, but it did. We've been living in the land of the lost and calling it home. The cities they show us are just the latest layer, built on top of the ones they erased, and the history we're taught is just the last version of what made it through the filter. Once you see the underwater grids, and the buried neighborhoods, and the land carved with symbols nobody explains, you realize none of this is accidental. This world wasn't built from scratch. It was stacked, recycled and rewritten. And the real truth isn't suppressed because it's unbelievable. It's suppressed because it's undeniable. You can't unsee it. You can't go back to pretending it's just a lake, or just a swamp, or this is just the world. You feel the resonance of what came before. The version you weren't supposed to remember. The one they didn't erase completely. And it's that exact moment the silence becomes the message. And you stop asking what happened. You start asking how long have we been asleep.